What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So as we all know, the iPhone 12 is going to be coming out in less than a year now. Actually, it's going to be coming out in like 10 months or so. And I can tell you this phone release will probably be one of the most hectic releases of all time. I take that back. In the last like 4 or 5 years, besides the iPhone 10, this is probably going to be the biggest evolution we're going to see in an iPhone. And these 3 sets of iPhones, the iPhone 12, the 12 Pro, and the 12 Pro Max, as time progresses, we're seeing that they're becoming closer and closer, and they're kind of closing in that price gap, to be honest. I mean, with the iPhone XR and XS and XS Max, there were obvious differences. The XR just wasn't as fast enough. It didn't have those cameras. It just didn't really feel like a premium phone. And a lot of people kind of hated it at that price tag. But then with the 11, they kind of closed that gap, even though you're paying even less than you were the previous year, you're also getting way more from a phone than you were the previous year too. And my iPhone 11 in a lot of cases was faster than my iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. Now, why is that important? It's because of this new rumor, and it kind of makes sense why Apple would do it, but they're kind of making more differences between all the phones, so people potentially would spend more on the bigger model, the 12 Pro Max essentially, because that's what Apple wants you to do. They want you to spend more money at their stores. They're a business. That makes perfect sense. There's no shame in it. That's just what it is. So now what Apple wants to do is that everything is pretty much the same on all the iPhones right now, so they can't really differentiate there. They're probably going to add the same camera sensors for these new iPhones, but now what they're probably going to do, okay, with this new Mac rumor, again, this is for everyone saying it, I think Minchiko said it too, they're saying that Apple is expecting to release a 5.4-inch and 6.7-inch iPhones with thinner displays in 2020. Now what's crazy about this is that currently the iPhone 11 Pro has a 5.8-inch display, the iPhone 11 has the 6.1-inch display, the iPhone 11 Pro Max has that 6.5-inch display. Now, what they're essentially going to be doing is making the bigger display bigger and the smaller display smaller. Now, I personally, whatever, they might even make the iPhone 12 have an OLED display, which is fine, that's perfect. They might put a lower resolution OLED panel on it, which is okay, whatever. And they might skimp out on one camera sensor or maybe lack some camera sensors here or there. But here's the thing, and here's my issue with it. In my opinion, the iPhone 11 Pro is that perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's all screen, so it makes you feel like you're just holding a display in your hands, which is really, really nice. And if you want that bigger display, you can go for an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is kind of big, but I like that size too a lot. But here's the thing, with that middle display, that 6.1-inch display, that should be the middle display. That's awesome, and I like that. But why would you make that smaller display even smaller, okay? Now, based off this rumor, if it is true, that 5.4-inch display, apparently the iPhone SE's dimension across is like 5.4 inches as well. So it would just be a little bit bigger than the iPhone SE, which is amazing. I wanted this display. You guys know with the SE2 renders, I was like, this is awesome. Like this should be what the iPhone SE2 is. But the thing is that I don't want that phone size to overtake the iPhone 11 Pro's display. If anything, I want the 11 Pro's display, the current display that we have, that 5.8-inch display, to also be sold on the iPhone 12, but also have a 5.4-inch display option as well. So have 2 options and not just like one or the other. If you're going to do it, keep that 5.8-inch display, but still sell that 5.4-inch display. Like, I would rather have both for the people who want that bigger one and that smaller one, or the biggest one or that mid-tier model. Like, then you can have 4 iPhones. If they're selling that SE2, that's perfectly fine. That's awesome. They're still going to sell it regardless. But hopefully Apple does not remove that 5.8-inch option. If they do that, that's going to be, but Apple knows more than I do. I'm just saying based off my experience, what I want from a phone. I don't want a 5.4-inch display. I want a 5.8-inch display or a 6.7, whatever. But add that 5.4-inch display. Don't take away that standard size that we already know and already love. Now for the people who want those smaller phones, they'll still be able to purchase one if they get that 5.4-inch display iPhone out. But if they remove that 5.8-inch one, I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, in my opinion, I think the 11 Pro has that perfect size. I think it's like, I use one every day as my main phone, and I like it a lot. It's a really great phone in a phone size. But if they shrink that size, then what's going to happen there. And obviously, I think Apple might do it, so then they can sell more cases and then more things like that, and they would end up making more money at the end of the day. But I don't know, guys. This could potentially be, this is a rumor. It's not per se, it's not for a fact. But a lot of people have said it. Like I said, I think Minchiko said it as well. So I don't know, guys. This is just a weird rumor. I really hope Apple doesn't do this, but I guess time will tell. But more leaks are on the way. I'll probably make a separate video talking about the SE2 sometime soon, as I always do. But let me know if you guys have any other questions or anything. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed it. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those things are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.